UFC 298 wrapped up over the weekend, and it was a great night of fights all across the board. So a lot of action to break down here today as we recap the event by going over the good, the bad, and the ugly from UFC 298. Gonna get started today with the good. Gonna go with Ilia Topuria, the new featherweight champ, getting it done in dominating fashion as he never blinked against Alexander Volkanovski, who many consider to be the greatest 145-pound champion ever. And Topuria goes right through him. Really looked impressive in that fight. There wasn't a moment, like I said, that he ever blinked or anything. He was so patient, picked his shots perfectly. I thought defensively, always had his hands up. He really looked the part, and I don't see him going anywhere anytime soon. Little honorable mention here today, though, because there's some other great showings just to quickly go through them. Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa. I know they didn't get a performance bonus, but those two put on a great 3-round fight in which Robert Whittaker got the win. Then, of course, the fight of the night, Amanda Lemos, Mackenzie, Dern. Those two ladies put on a great show on the preliminary card. And also got to give a little shout out to Merab for his great showing over Henry Cejudo. He, of course, has now been announced as the next challenger for the Bantamweight Championship after Sean O'Malley and Marlon Chito Vera take care of business here in March at UFC 299. Now, let's go to the bad. I'm going to go with Garry. Now, me personally, I didn't have a problem with his performance. Maybe a little bit conservative, you could say. But listen, he got the job done. He did what he had to do. I like this call out of Colby Covington. I had no problem with him winning that decision. I know most of the media members had Garry winning that fight, but I know the fan base didn't really win them over. I know it wasn't the sexiest way to win a fight. I know on MMA decisions, the fans that voted on it, the majority of them picked that Neal had actually won the fight and that Garry should have lost it. It was a close fight. It was a split decision. And since the fans didn't really like it, that's the reason why I'm putting him on this category. But still, it was a win at the end of the day for Garry. Maybe, again, not the way to win over fans with that sort of performance, but he did get the win. Big things on the horizon for him. Finally, now to the ugly. Gonna go with Michael Bisping for his little slip up on the mic. He had a hot mic at the end of the event there. Got caught with a little slur. Personally, I found it funny. I'm sure most of the fan base found it funny, but ESPN being owned by Disney, not sure if they would have found it funny. Hopefully nothing happens there. Michael Bisping, great commentator. Sports better having him on the commentary booth, and he did a fantastic job throughout the event. But still, I just hope nothing happens out of that because Michael Bisping is such a great, great commentator. So there you go. That's what we have it there from UFC 298. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me know what you guys think about the event.